trying to get the next fight set up. Next fight is going to be Tasty Treats versus Cancel, I guess, whatever they want to be called. Let me get them all set up, and we will start the fight soon.
And of course, after the preliminary round of fights is done, we will be doing a couple of interviews with some of the participants. I've already got Hend lined up from the Free to Play Please team that has agreed to join us after the fights. And I think we're probably going to have another couple as well. So stay tuned for that. That'll be really fun, and we'll get to hear from them about their strategy, both in picking their team and how they approach these first fights.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
And we're giving teams 10 minutes from their fights announced to be ready. Most teams have been very quick, though, fortunately. So the next fight will start in less than 10 minutes once the teams are ready.
I have to say, and I think this is a real credit to Broadsword and to you and Ku, Joby, with just how smooth this has gone so far. You know, it's seamless. It's like we've done this 100 times before, and you know, obviously there were kinks in the back end, but I think what we're seeing is a very, very smoothly run event. So kudos to you guys on that.
Well, thank you. It was a large effort from Broadsword helping us out. You know, we just tried to set everything up, went to them, and they were able to put in some of the time to get all these zones set up. You know, turn Pendragon into a Mordred style server, so we could actually have fights like this. They were definitely very assistive for us. It was very nice to have them on board.
That looks good. This has gone
Don't cook.
smooth.
I'm trying to do something so I can show health and stuff better on screen. So bear with me a second before you say go.
Oh, you have like the targets up and stuff?
Yeah, so that I can start targeting for health or something.
Any enchanter pets on there? Or...
Not this.
Well, I guess technically the enchanter pet did die when the enchanter died.
Well, I'm really just, it's going to be interesting to see how groups are going to deal with the Thurgist, if they'll make any adjustments. And I think we've seen it now in 2 or 3 fights where those pets have just eaten the other group essentially, and the air pets have just almost single-handedly turned the fight. Any thoughts on what groups can do to compensate for that?
What do you think about the Pizza Party group? The tank group?
I think they're strong. We had some fights against them, against that setup, trying to sort of see what setups would work before the tournament, and we found out that setup was very, very hard for casters. You really have to play perfectly, I think. Get good CC, good pockets of space to really damage someone. The issue is the Mauler is almost invincible, the Armsman is almost invincible with the Mauler behind him. With the Mauler buff on the Armsman, he has AOM 5 and SB 5 if he needs. It's going to be very, very hard to take down the Armsman. So you have to look for other targets. Maybe try to kill the Valk.
Or the Bard or the Warden would actually be a very good target if you snag
the issue is if they're fighting a heavy caster group, they were fighting a hybrid group that last time, so it was kind of almost a circle fight. But against a heavy caster group that's going to have to pull hard, that Warden's going to be so far in the back that you're not going to be able to touch him at all.
And we're just about to start the next fight here, and of course we have Tasty Treats, and they're going to feature a Bard, Kabbalist, looks like a Sorcerer as well, in addition to a Druid and then a tank. I believe it's a Valk. Yeah, so that's an interesting setup. I feel like that setup has very few weaknesses. You know, it can really handle a lot of stuff. So I think it'll come down to just getting that Kabbalist and Sorcerer and opening to nuke.
I feel like the Cab maybe could have been a BD, and been even more effective, but it is more damage this way. I'm just curious to see how they pull it out here, because the cab he has the pet.
Well, the rank 5 cab pet is essentially a major problem for groups to deal with.
Yeah, but it's only 1 minute. If the other group can live out the 1 minute of the cab rank 5 or even blast it down somehow, the cab is now less effective than another class could have been in a small man setup.
And we're going to see the first team to fight twice. This is going to be CtrlAltCancel, I believe, that was involved in our very first fight. And they have, as we saw before, a sorcerer, a Kabbalist, a cleric, a bard, and a bard, and a Blade Master. So they'll be looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think we'd really see pure classes, and what I mean out of that is they just pretty much have one role. The Blade Master kind of just runs in, right? He's not a Valk. Just like I don't plan to see Savages. Although the Banelord could prove a game changer, so we'll see. Especially on lock targets, the zone, if they save that.
And he's going to have Zone of Unmana, he's going to have Demoralization, he's going to have some stuff that has
gonna have the
kind of
damage.
a singular, like a lot of those abilities that Blade Masters, or that the Banelord ML line offers are almost just used for interrupts, but in an AV8 setting. But in 5v5, a lot of them have effects that can be very, very game-changing. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
I think these two setups mirror each other, sort of, and I think this fight is going to come very much down to execution. So we'll see which group can pull it off.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the cab, man. I think this is maybe the only cab in the tournament.
Well, both groups feature a cab, so we're going to see.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that.
you're right.
Yeah.
Should be pretty interesting.
Yeah. And
I'm curious as to why they chose the cab over the BD. I really am.
Well, cab offers Nearsight, Disease, that rank 5 pet. Of course, the Bone Dancer offers quite a bit of utility as well.
I mean, he offers the taunt. The Nearsight's probably going to get cleared and it's gray anyways, so it's not a huge deal. It's still nice. It's still better than a taunt, but the BD taunt and the instant debuff, on top of
the
the
instant interrupt too,
outside of the
instant.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, the cab offers more damage, and we're starting here, so that Blade Master is already getting in. Oh, he's going to pull out right away. And that rank 5 cab
the Blade Master has to play
in.
careful here.
He does, but he also
early
he needs to create an opening because this bard is very free. Yeah, and that is a full mez.
The Blade Master needs to do something in his charge timer. So, and this Cap Pet he's already out there, man.
Cap Pet's about to die, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, that's a mistake on the Kabbalist and Cleric's part.
That's ML9 R5 down, I believe.
Yeah,
so
that is
nothing but regular
very
hats.
Costly thing to lose.
Oh, is Blade Master dying? Blade Master is dead?
The Blade Master is dead.
Oh, he's down, yeah. I'm curious about the Ruby Simulacrum versus the Emerald.
The Bard just mocked inside of them. The Bard's very pushed in, mocked.
Yep, he's mocked. He's going in.
However, he's about to get
him, and they might just kill him. They might just kill him.
There's a phase.
No.
Oh, yep, there's a phase. Yeah.
That Sorcerer is going to set out a Mez, and he's coming back into the fight, and their push is starting.
No, the Valk's in there.
Control really needs to not let themselves be pushed over, or this is going to be over.
Blade Master triple wield.
He's in. Nice pet proc. Nice pet proc. And I'm curious as to why he's using only one pet procking weapon. Maybe he switched to do DPS with the triple wield, but
this is a heavy caster setup.
They're getting a bit of a push now.
Now they are getting a bit of a push. Actually, this is they're turning this.
Yep. The Valk is pulling back. He's on the front line, which is Sork pretty much.
That Sork could. Oh, that was a nice instant.
Good heals. Good heals.
That was close. Yeah.
Good heals.
What about the Valk in the back?
Ooh,
there's a mock on the Sork.
There's could be in trouble.
I think he'll get heals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nicely played by by Iridiaz, the bard there, pulling that pet back, and they'll get rid of that off him. Cleric is very
Ruby
free.
Simulacrum's going in. Let's see if they take care of the Ruby Simulacrum here. I think they will right here.
Yeah, that's a very easy pet to kill.
Yep, there it is. Yep, it's down already. Yeah. Did he ML9 the Ruby yet? The Emerald has. I've seen it.
The Emerald is down. All those abilities are down, and it looks like they'll just kind of reset the fight here.
Where is the Blade
yeah.
Master?
Yeah.
He
Needs
died?
his
Did they
charge
pull-
timer should be back up. It should be back up
I
very
don't
soon. And he,
I don't see him either. Did he?
One,
Did
two,
he link
three,
dead?
4.
Oh no, he's still dead. He's still dead. They
He's
left
still
him.
dead.
Oh.
Wow,
He-
this is
Yeah, look
that is,
to the
uh,
north.
Yeah,
No
that is
PR
a
for him? Or?
misplay.
They weren't able to get him. He was very deep, I think, when he died. They couldn't get it to him. It's
Yeah.
bad. Looks like this Sork's about to die. Yeah,
Oh, the
Sork's dead.
Sork is
Yeah.
down. Yeah. Here it goes. Yeah. The
And this push is
Cab.
complete. And that Valkyrie is just too much of a problem. I
the
think for
Bard's
them.
dead.
They weren't able to. They weren't able to
Yeah.
control that Valk.
Yep, the Valk, yeah, he did really good. He was in there, he was messing them up.
Yeah.
Master Healer's going down here.
I actually
Good,
think
good
that
Drew pets out.
the Tasty Treats group did a very nice job of sort of a pendulumic kind of approach to that fight, where they were coming in and out, and they did that very effectively, almost baiting them into a push and counter pushing and killing them.
Yeah. Well, it was really nice with the fight reset. It felt like it was the other team's benefit, but Tasty Treats, they decided to push back in because the BM was
Yeah.
still dead, I believe, and they benefited from it. I have no idea what the other team decided to reset when the BM was still dead. They didn't push him for a PR.
And
That's
that might have
very
been
at
just
that
a-
point-
just a panic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I
At
would.
that point, it seemed like
take
they had
the risk.
decent enough pressure
Hmm
to like maybe get in there, res him, and then try to run away, reset the fight. But
Yeah, when
resetting
they
the
were
fight when
killing
you're
the Ruby
4v5.
Simulacrum, yeah, they were caught up for a few seconds killing that Ruby Simulacrum, and I feel like they could have just ran in and PR'd him real quick, and the cleric wouldn't have died. Pushing in that far.
Because Control Alt did a very nice job actually of getting rid of that rank 5 Cabalist pet very quickly, and I felt like they could have really capitalized on that and gained some more control. The Blade Master not using Trader's Dagger procs was a little puzzling to me, particularly as that's really one of the main ways that class can be effective is helping establish some passive interrupts with those pets. Well, why do you think he went more for a DPS weapon choice, Obi?
Maybe he thought that he was going to have to just apply a lot of the damage of the group. Also, maybe he thought he might have to peel a little bit, and you don't want that proccing weapons when you're peeling. However, you see some people that want to do a little bit of damage and have a little bit of pet procs. However, when you're in there to erupt, I think you kind of have to really focus on the pet procs.
Right.
Yeah, he was their front line along with the Bard. And the more pets he has, the easier it is for him to buy time for himself to actually get some damage out. Also,
Yeah.
if you're spending
I felt
less
like
time
that-
erupting and letting your pets erupt, it's better for you to you can get time to damage.
Yeah, he was pretty much trying to do the job of the Valk, which the Valk obviously does easier with all his instant interrupts, and he didn't run the pet proc weapons, and well, he just fell over because of it, I feel.